Hi there! Welcome to my vlog about overtourism. In this video I will give you the explanation of the word overtourism and show you some examples of how to regulate overtourism in cities. Besides that, I will take you into my research project 2.4 Policy and Research. During the research I traveled to Dordrecht to ask local residents, entrepreneurs and other tourists about their opinion about overtourism. I was doing that by holding interviews and surveys. All the given information are quite helpful to see how Dordrecht measures tourism in the city. In the end, the main goal is to write the proper advice for the city, included some strategies on how to regulate tourism in Dordrecht in a sustainable way. Are you just so excited like me about this subject? Keep on watching and let's move on to my explanation of overtourism. Have fun!
The thing is, Amsterdam is booming with tourists. Yes, booming. With cheap air flights, you can come to Amsterdam very easy, of course, and this could also lead over tourism. And the problem is that the locals are afraid that Amsterdam, like Venice or other cities in Europe, will suffer due to this.
Many popular cities like Amsterdam, Barcelona and Paris suffer from overtourism. There are coming more and more tourists every year, and that's a problem. For this reason, it is important to regulate tourist by visitor management strategies so the city can hold under pressure. To give you a clear image of what I'm talking about, let's have a look at some pictures. Here we see a crowded Amsterdam. You see that there are too much tourists near the I Amsterdam sign and walking in the street near Central Station. When there are too many tourists wandering on the same destination, we call it overtourism. Now, let's have a look at some other pictures. These pictures I took in Dordrecht. As you can see, there are not many tourists at the moment. This has also to do with the corona pandemic and the bad weather. According to residents and the entrepreneurs, there are also not many tourists before the pandemic. That is a shame because Dordrecht has a lot of history that needs to be discovered by tourists. Did you know that Dordrecht is the oldest town of the Netherlands? Well, if you did not know, you know now. Like I told you before, it is important to regulate tourists in a good way. During my research, it became clear that local residents and entrepreneurs didn't know what the city does to regulate the tourists in the city. In my opinion, I could recommend the city to make the strategies clear towards residents and entrepreneurs so they know what's going on. Secondly, I could recommend the city to promote lesser known parts of the city, attractions and other cities nearby Dordrecht. Two well-known attractions nearby Dordrecht are the Mills of Kinderdijk and Nature Park de Biesbos. Unfortunately, Kinderdijk suffers from overtourism too. The mills are very popular amongst Asian tourists. Several years ago, the mill owners acted up to the local government to slow down the tourism in Kinderdijk, and for a moment they got what they wanted due to corona.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men.
As you can see in this video, Kinderdijk is very quiet at the moment and you can count the tourists on one hand. In order to regulate the tourists in Kinderdijk, it may come in handy to make use of time slots. This strategy gives you the opportunity to check in at a particular time and see Kinderdijk at your own pace. Besides Kinderdijk, Dordrecht could also use the time slots for museums or other particular attractions within the city. Welcome back everyone! I hope you learned a lot from my video about overtourism and how to regulate it in cities. Before we end, I will ask you a question. What do you think of my vlog? It was my very first time that I made one, so share your comments below and I see you next time. Bye!